flowing out of her way as it created an opening through which a golden light poured. Night Shadowstar stepped through and into a womb-like gallery. The roof consisted of writhing roots. The floor might have been a pool of old blood hardened into red granite. Along the walls, glistening images of spirals, sacred portals, vulvas and phalluses were interspersed with skulls and bones. Birth and death intertwined. A lone figure, an impossibly ancient woman, sat upon a cushioning mound of green moss. 12 brightly colored serpents, the power-filled tie snakes, had woven themselves into and through the moss. Callers of rain and masters of water, springs and rivers, the tie snakes now seemed to flex and bunch beneath the old woman. Night Shadowstar stopped short, suddenly aware that Pyasaw had advanced no closer than the grotto's root-crowded entrance. The old woman rested on her knees, a single thick-bodied tie snake coiled protectively around her. The serpent fixed its unwavering gaze on Night Shadowstar. Its tongue flicked in and out. Clutched in the old woman's hands was a simple gray-chert hoe. She raised it, chopping down. The keen blade cut deeply into the serpent's back. From the cut, a green sprout arose to join others that grew from the creature's tortured flesh, until squash vines and cornstalks curled around the old woman's withered and bony legs. Her breasts hung like empty leather bags, the enlarged nipples as hard and round as walnuts. What white hair remained had been pulled into a bun at the top of a time-wizened skull. A basket brimming with corn and squash had been slung over one shoulder. Age had wasted the woman's arms, until the thinnest parchment of skin outlined the underlying bones and joints. When Night Shadowstar met the old woman's eyes, her balance wavered. Time and space stretched beneath that eternal gaze, the way buffalo wool thinned as it was pulled through a tiny hole. Emotion surged in Night Shadowstar's breast, encompassing her with its remarkable purity, grief, loss, and tragedy. Hollowed to the core, she gasped in the emptiness, only to tremble as incredible joy burned a radiant path through her veins. A heartbeat later, despair, like a tangible blackness, sucked away even the faintest glimmer of hope. Then, with the intensity of slaps to the face, emotions cascaded through her one after another, mixing, twisting. Seething rage knotted her muscles as an orgasmic climax pulsed in her pelvis. Fear's brittle ice paralyzed her bones, and simultaneously vibrant triumph blazed a searing flame in her heart. The next instant, ecstasy exploded in her chest, and as quickly, it was gone. She staggered, dropping to the stone floor, gasping and reeling in the spinning after effects. What happened to me?
I shared the tiniest fraction of my being with you. A mere hint, the barest essence. The power of creation and chaos. Everything that wisdom, order, and peace are not.
Why?
So you should understand.
I understand nothing.
Then you understand everything.
Night Shadowstar blinked, confused. Your words
are everything. The one, the dance, the spiral, the blinding darkness, the thunderous silence. Everything and nothing.
She paused.
Look at me.
The instant Night Shadowstar met the old woman's gaze, the chaos of conflicting emotions blew through her again, exploding like 1,000 stars. When her wits returned, she lay gasping and exhausted, the cavern whirling around her until it slowed and she could draw a breath.
Do you understand now?
The old woman asked flatly. Why are you doing this to me?
So that you understand what is at risk.
I don't.
Not since young Lycan pleaded for my help have I